Now let's talk a bit more about the details of each of the 7 modules. All right, Module 1. Introduction, giving employment value to your skills, abilities, and attributes. By the end of this session, you will know what employers are looking for. You'll be able to define successful work performance and also define workplace essential skills and personal management basics. In the second module, we'll be tackling the tools to enhance your your essential skills and personal management basics. By the end of this session, you will understand the value of being a conscious reflector. You'll learn how to use the essential skills and personal management basic lens and differentiate between skills and tasks. And that will wrap up the portion of our class that talks to all the parts that need to come together to assist a person in being able to confidently speak to their skills. The second segment of our course is built around how to tell your story to employers, and it consists of 3 online classes. The first one, steps to follow as a conscious reflector. Here we're really gathering up your raw materials from your past. At the end of this module, you'll be able to make the invisible visible in reference to your skills. You'll be able to identify significant learning experiences that would have provided opportunities for learning and using skills. You'll also learn to mine or examine those experiences for their employability wealth. Are they transferable skills? Are they transferable abilities and attributes? That will be found out. Module 4, steps to follow as a conscious reflector. You'll be translating and connecting your skills, abilities, and attributes in a way that an employer would understand. At the end of this session, you'll be able to determine the meaning and relevance of your wealth of skills in relation to your employment goal. You'll be unpacking your essential skills and personal management basics, and connecting your essential skills and personal management basics to job advertisements. And finally, creating the story so far about your work life. An activity in this module that really seems to connect to learners is when we take a job advertisement and dissect it to see how employers are already helping potential interviewees out by indicating the essential skills and personal management basics they want. And it's right there in front of them in the job ad. Module 5 is providing evidence and communicating your skills to your next potential employer. At the end of this session, you'll support your stories by providing evidence as proof of competency. You'll translate your skills, abilities, and attributes into talking points that an employer would recognize. And you will create an elevator speech. One of the most interesting components of this module is how important having evidence is when someone is preparing for a job interview. In this episode, I ask people to start checking their sock drawers on top of the refrigerators or other places where people tend to keep important papers, because we discuss what constitutes good evidence and why it's important to have it. And so the final 2 online classes are focused entirely on participants achieving success when they go for job interviews. And we cover off various strategies that can assist in leading to sustainable employment. At this point, I would like to ask everybody who's in attendance today on this webinar to think back to some of the interviews that you have gone on in the past. What words would you use to describe how you felt during an interview? If you could now just enter in a couple of words into the chat box, that would be great. I see nervous, scared, excited. Oh, terrified. Okay. So we've got the full range here. So what's interesting here is that none of these words are uncommon, because going for an interview is not a common everyday experience. It is totally common, normal, if you say, to have all those different ranges of experiences when going for an interview. What we're going to try to do in the last two modules is to see how can you take control of certain things before, during, and after an interview. The more you can take control of will build your confidence level, and we will talk to that next. Thank you, everybody, for your words that you shared with us. So Module 6 is titled Listening and Speaking with Confidence. At the end of this session, you will know what a good listener looks like, how to speak with confidence, and how to understand the importance of body language. In Module 7, we continue on with the theme of interview strategies for success. We call it Mastering the Interview that Leads to Employment. At the end of this session, you will be able to identify interview preparation steps. We'll review some common interview questions, identify questions you may want to ask in an interview, examine an interview preparation checklist, and complete a monthly expense worksheet. And that is what the Speaking to the Skills I Have workshop is all about in a nutshell. For those people who were concerned that they may not be able to obtain any past evidence to build their employment portfolio, upon completion of the final evaluation in Module 7, you will be sent a certificate of completion stating that you have indeed completed this online course. The certificate will be your newest piece of evidence indicating that you are open to continuous learning. Now I would like to cover off just some basic information for you. If you are needing assistance in any way during the online course, either with logging onto the webinar or retrieving workbook material, please contact Jessica. This is her email address right there. And also, if you want to book a one-on-one talk or a support meeting with myself, please also use this email, and Jessica will take care of that.